You literally can't trust anything that Carlos Tavares says, or Stellantis as a company. Remember, they said that they were going to talk about cutting brands, Maserati, and they were going to sell underperforming brands. Then BYD gets involved, and they're talking about buying Chrysler. It ends up coming out or getting public, and then they freak out and they both try to deny that they're talking to each other while they get caught with their executives at all these different Chrysler facilities. Well, Stellantis has stepped in it again because the CEO just said something. Let's talk about it. Alright guys, welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I saw this over at Car Scoops. Why does this not surprise me? I'm going to pop this up for you on the screen. Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares announced the group will review its brand portfolio in the next 2 to 3 years. All 14 Stellantis brands have a strategic plan in place through 2031, with full funding secured until 2026. So they lied. Stellantis chairman John Elkann confirmed that the leadership changes were backed by Tavares. It turns out the 14 brands under Stellantis' umbrella will have to prove their worth by 2026, not 2031, like they said. 5 years earlier than originally expected. So much for that comfortable 10-year grace period Stellantis handed out back in 2021. CEO Carlos Tavares just revealed that only the first 5 years were actually funded. In other words, basically, no, they were funded. You've just destroyed the company so much that you've had to cut money now. In other words, while each brand may have a shiny product plan that stretches to 2031, the money will run out by 2026. After that, it's a race to say who stays in the game. Tavares, speaking to Auto News on the sidelines of the Paris Auto Show, made it clear that the reviews will start soon. We will review each brand's performance at about 2/3 of the way through the Dare Forward 2030 plan, so you could expect decisions in 2 to 3 years. He added that while some product launches have been shuffled around due to changing conditions, none of them have been canceled. Yet. Basically, the clock is ticking, and some of these brands better hope their latest launches aren't the automotive equivalent of rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. Well, wow. You mean like your Dodge Charger that you're finding out this electric car that nobody wants that's slower than a Tesla Model 3? You mean that? So, yeah. No, this goes to show again, you can't trust anything that this guy says. Absolutely nothing. Zero. This guy is full of shit, does nothing but lie, and I mean, granted, that's probably his job, but it's when people actually have the money, the backing, like Frank B. Rhodes evidently got billionaires in backing to buy Chrysler. Oh, you don't want to sell that. So, yeah, they're going to get rid of DS. They'll probably get rid of Lancia in 2026, maybe, or sell them to somebody else. You know, maybe DS goes to Tata or something. Who knows? But what I find interesting here, among all this BS, is that he said just recently that they were going to keep these brands. Remember, they made a big point about this, that they were going to keep these brands until 2030. Now, all of a sudden, here comes the panic because they lied again. People were worried, like, oh crap, this shit might get shut down. What am I doing working here? And now they're saying by 2026, if they don't have anything that's working for them, profitable, they're going to reevaluate. I mean, no, they're going to sell you or cut you off. And that gets me back to Chrysler. Because they're not going to have anything out by 2026, right? They said it's the end of 26 or beginning of 27 before they start having these new electric vehicles from Chrysler. So they're doing this on purpose. They know damn well that they're going to kill Chrysler. And they're probably going to give Maserati to Ferrari. That's my guess, being that they all are incestuous. And yes, they're different companies, but they're run by the same people. Shocking. Absolutely shocking to me. Adding to the drama, Stellantis recently announced that, Tavares will retire when his current contract ends in early 2026. U.S. dealers and unions over his strategies have been roasting him, but now he gets to exit the stage before the real chaos begins. Wow. Tavares' upcoming retirement means his successor will likely be the one holding the axe when it's time to decide which brands live and which are cut, sold off, or merged into oblivion. Yeah. Yeah, I could see Chrysler going bye-bye. I could see the Pacifica becoming a Dodge product or whatever. I could see them merging Ram back into Dodge just to cut down on different stuff. Or I could see them also just getting rid of Dodge, getting rid of the minivan completely. Wouldn't surprise me. This is ridiculous, and I really can't believe this. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe that they could be, like, this is the most mismanaged, like, they obviously don't have PR people, right? Who says this kind of shit in public as an executive? Oh, we're thinking about selling Maserati. Oh, we're thinking about cutting brands. No, we're not cutting brands. We're keeping brands until 2030. Well, money runs out in 2026. This is the most dumb-ass company I've ever seen. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. I'm just at a loss for words here. I can't believe that they're doing this again. And it's crazy because you actually have people with funding and money behind them that want to buy these brands. Yet, y'all don't want to they just don't want to do anything. They'd rather watch them piss away and then, you're another year or two out, knowing that whoever buys these brands, let's say it's 2026, right? Let's say it goes to 2026. Whoever buys these brands, they're not going to be able to get a vehicle to market till 2028, maybe 29, because it takes a while. You got to tool up, you got to get a factory, you got to make sure you have employees there, and that's if Stellantis gives you an assembly plant with the brand, and then you have to be able to manufacture the vehicle. That takes time. This does not look good, especially for Chrysler. Ouch. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.